Speaking of physical danger, had a request from Lee, who was out at the caravan event yesterday.
Have you heard about this?
With the U.S. Army. Blaine hadn't heard about this. They want one of us. I suggested Clay because I knew of your fear for heights, Blaine, and I'm not doing it.
They definitely not me.
They wanted the Army's Golden Knights are doing a tandem jump at Fort Knox, Kentucky in June, and they want Clay to jump out of an airplane 1.5 miles up in the air.
Oh yeah, a mile and a half's not that high.
1.5 miles. I said immediately no.
Dr. Nipple doesn't even like to run 1.5 miles.
By the way, Dr. Nipple came by.
You may bleed jumping out of there.
Yeah, I mean, would your lungs explode or something? I mean,
I do not do heights, and the idea of jumping out of an airplane is one. I can't think of anything I would less rather do.
Yeah, that's tough there, man. I know. I wouldn't even.
I would rather wrestle an alligator than jump out of a airplane.
Ooh,
what's the thing?
Be serious. I want
small alligator.
What's the thing with the airplane? Just no control over the situation.
I mean, it's that you're flying in the air.
Why
don't you do it?
I think you can do it. I think you can do it, Mayor.
I don't enjoy it.
Somebody brought up a point. I'm not sure life insurance will allow you to do it.
Yeah, I just doubled my life insurance, so if I get knocked off, you guys have heard it, so you can be witnesses. My wife took me out. But no, I just would not do it.
There might be others in it. Never mind.
I would not do it. No way. Not doing it. I mean, I appreciate the offer. JT, would you do it? We're going 0 for 4.
He's shaking his head.
I knew Blaine wouldn't do it as soon as you told me this afternoon that we had gotten the offer. I said, Blaine won't even go to the top of this building, much less jump out.
No doubt about it.
Blaine's not going to the second floor if he didn't have to.
Blaine doesn't like to go out on the balcony.
And it just happened like 3 years ago. I don't know what. It probably has something to do with the concussions.
Somebody
blame it on that.
There you go. Somebody flipped the switch. You used to be able to enjoy the lanai, and then after football, not so much.
I can't
sue for damages.
I think that would be awful.
Yeah. Jumping out of an airplane? Well, you're attached to an Army guy, at least. It's like not some, some dude at
You're attached to him?
Yeah. Tandem jump.
Oh, well, definitely.
Yeah, they're not just going to kick Clay out the door by himself.
Being attached doesn't help me at all. I mean,
But it's an Army guy. It's not some random dude that jumps
so you think that if an Army guy's parachute doesn't come out, that he's going to be able to save us?
Well, I just think Army guy knows how to do it. I mean, Joe's going to figure it out.
What if he has a heart attack?
Well, he's going to figure it out. No, he's going to fight through that. That's his job. That's what he does. He fights through it.
No, zero interest.
He figures out a way.
I can't, again, there's no way I'm jumping out of an airplane.
Well, if he had a heart attack, you'd be, theoretically, you'd be on top, so he would take the brunt of the fall, right?
I don't even know what you'd have to, I would rather go on Dr. Phil with baby mamas than jump out of an airplane. And I don't want to do that either. Cornbread
on 3HL. Hey, Cornbread, what's up?
Should have had me some cornbread.
Hey, guys, y'all a bunch of woods, man.
Well, that's true.
Jump out of a plane. It's not a big deal. I did it for my 50th birthday.
Yeah, but you chose to do it, right?
Yeah, and I'll do it again tomorrow if I had the opportunity. It's fun.
Oh,
What's fun about it?
Okay.
Well,
what do you fear, though?
Well, I fear snakes.
Okay, so would you?
That's the same for us.
I don't have the fear of height that you've got.
I don't like snakes either.
I fear snakes too.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm scared of a lot of
things. Can we lock you in a room, Cornbread, with like 100 snakes?
Oh, I'd drop dead. They just
there you go.
What was that one show?
How long does it take to
get some out of a snake pit or something?
How long does it take to get down?
Raiders of the Lost Ark. If you jump at an hour and a mile and a half in the air, how long are you actually falling?
You're not falling, but just a minute or so, because you got to figure the speed you're falling at. You're falling at 110 miles an hour or something.
Well, you got a parachute.
But I'm saying when you pull the parachute, how long are you in the air from the time you jump out of a plane to the time you touch
all the way land?
Oh, maybe 5 or 6 minutes. I jumped 15,000 feet, which is going on, almost 3 miles. But it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed playing with the chute as much as I did. When we roll out, you got a structure. I mean, you got a guy closer to you than you ever thought you'd want a guy next to you. But
it's a tandem jump, right? You're attached to each other.
You roll out and you do barrel rolls and you put out an arm. And
that was on your bucket list, huh?
It actually gives me cold chills just thinking about it. I have zero interest.
Oh. Well, that's a bucket list.
Thank you, Cornbread. G-Money next up on 3HL. Hey, G-Money.
What's up, Kevin?
What's up?
Clay, you need to change your reason for why you wouldn't jump. Don't say because you're afraid of heights, but it's another man law violation to be strapped to another man jumping out of an airplane.
Yeah,
would you rather not be strapped to
I would rather not jump out of an airplane.
Officer?
Well, the other option is you guys hold hands.
James in Mount Juliet. James called in yesterday, Blaine, and suggested that Clay run for president with PK as vice president.
Oh, really?
James, what's
Yeah,
up?
buddy. Hey, y'all talking about that tandem thing? That'd be the only way I would do it, but I'd be afraid he'd let go of me when he got feeling that warm, watery feeling and that bad smell, and not to mention me headbutting in the back of the head and that little girl scream. Ain't no way I'm going to jump out of no airplane either. That's crazy. God didn't put no wings on my back.
I agree. I mean, I think I would definitely pee on myself.
That is not what I was expecting to hear.
No. Yeah, when I kind of outlined the day in my head, I didn't think I would hear that.
The problem with jumping out of the plane is not the actual jumping, although that's not fun at all. It's that you get on the plane with the knowledge that the plane is not landing with you.
No.
You have to get on the plane, take off, and then become aware that the plane will land, but you will not be on the plane when it lands. To me, if you get on a plane with the knowledge that you're not going to land on that plane,
I mean,
this is a bad decision
bad
you
trip.
made. I mean, it's different if, it was like World War II and I had to storm the beach of Normandy or whatever. I was in the 101st Airborne and we had to fight a war. But there's no war going on. I'm not saving anything.
But you're in good hands.
I don't know that that's true.
My bad, good body, because you guys are going to be attached.
Yeah, that's definitely not a good move.
somebody named Turd Ferguson.
Oh, wow. That's unfortunate.
Wrote, thanks for the pep talk, guys. Finished my law school application yesterday.
Law school is great. You learn a lot of things there, but the only bad thing about law school is you have to come out and be a lawyer. I loved law school.
There are lots of lawyers that enjoy doing what they do.
There are there's a tiny percentage of lawyers that actually enjoy doing what they do.
Mark in Mount Juliet. Hey, Mark.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Do you enjoy what you do for a living, Mark?
I am a professional killer.
Wait a minute. Oh, wait. Clarify that, please.
Hitman, contract killer.
Okay. Of what?
Mercenary. I am an exterminator. No, now
Oh, okay.
they call us pest management professionals now. I think they were going to call us pest insect management professionals, but then we would have been pimps. But anyway, I crawl under houses. I'm not afraid of snakes. I'm afraid of snake skins. You no longer get a termite inspection. When I see a snake skin, you get a snake inspection. Because I can tell what kind of snake it is if I see a snake, but I can't tell you what kind of snake it is if I see a snake skin.
Oh, that's actually, what percentage of snakes that you see are poisonous? Like in general in Nashville, if you see a snake or Tennessee.
Under a crawl space,
Yeah.
5% will be copperheads, nothing else.
No rattlesnakes, anything like.
Maybe not even 5. That might be high.
How long?
I'm only running.
How close do you have to be to tell it's a copperhead?
5 feet.
Oh, that's too close.
Well, it is if it's a large one. But the small ones, it's not too big.
What's the biggest copperhead you've ever seen underneath a house?
5 feet. 5 feet long and 5 feet away.
Under a house.
Yes, and I backed out.
Yeah, and not very quickly, although you would try.
No, because I was afraid of bumping my head on the floor joist as I backed out. So
Right.
the most scared I've ever been under a house, though, was I cornered a rat and it stood up on its hind feet and hissed at me.
Oh, I didn't know they could do that.
I spoke to the rat.
The rat can only stand on 2 feet? The rat can...
It stood up on 2 feet and held its front paws out in front of it and hissed at me, and I said, I'm going to go this way, and that gives you that whole side of the house to run to.
Did he understand your message?
And I did, and he did.
Very good. Thank you, Mark.
Yeah. You're welcome. Bye.
What's the movie when the animals speak? Eddie Murphy?
The Rat Whisperer.
No.
Dr. Doolittle.
Dr. Doolittle.
Yep. Hazardous next up. Hazardous, what's up?
Hey guys, how you doing today?
Great, man. What's going on?
Hey Clay, take advantage of this opportunity to jump out of an airplane. I mean, it only takes about 30 seconds and you're on the ground. I mean, I was a combat infantry paratrooper for 4 years. I jumped into triple canopy jungle in the middle of the night with no reserve. And so all you got to do is tandem jump with a professional instructor with a reserve. That's a piece of cake. That's Candyland.
Oh, Candyland.
I'm not saying that I have to do a lot. I'm saying that there are certain things that I don't like. I don't like heights, specifically heights when there's nothing around me but air. I don't like snakes, and I don't really like any animal that could kill me. I don't trust them.
just put it on your bucket list. You'll have a ball. When it's over, you'll stand up and you go,
That's what people said to me about running the half marathon. They said during the half marathon, you will experience all sorts of sheer joy. You'll be so impressed with yourself. You know what I did? The whole time I ran, I thought,
nipples.
I got bloody nipples, and I thought, I can't believe I agreed to do this. This is the dumbest thing I ever did.
well,
And I have not run since I stepped across the finish line. I have not run outside of a sporting event in 2 years.
So, Hazardous, you think he'd do all right? He just needs to fight through the fear?
yeah, I mean,
How did this become my issue? You were invited too.
hey, you know
I
what?
said immediately, before you even finished, I said, I'm not doing it. You do it. I asked JT too. JT dropped out.
That's just my manipulative skill.
Yeah, I know. Oh, we're 0 for 4 in studio.
Yeah,
I'm the
I
only
worry
one.
about it. I know I went to
I answered for Blaine. I said, there's no way he's doing it, but
Yeah,
I
you did
immediately
it.
tried to get JT to do it.
Imagine if it was dark and you couldn't see where you were going.
Triple canopy.
This crowd have a heart attack.
First of all, I'm not
Do it
going
into a jungle.
I'm not going to a triple canopy jungle. I don't even know what that means. How is that possible?
Then he said you do it. What did he say?
A triple
duet?
canopy.
You do it with a duet. I mean, with somebody.
By himself with no reserves.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the triple canopy. There's a canopy. How can there be another canopy and then another canopy on top of that?
Well, they've got the vegetation, and
Right.
then they've got
But things grow because the sun can see it. How could the third canopy grow if there's two canopies above it?
Well, not all plants need 100% sunlight.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
There are shade trees.
All plants need sun.
Not all
On
plants
some level.
need sun.
No plants can grow.
Not 100%.
Except for moss. All plants need sun. This is true.
And fruits and vegetables.
That's how they interact the photosynthetic process, Mayor. Except for moss, all plants need sun. You think if the sun just didn't come up, this is why the
I think you
dinosaurs
should
died.
jump out of the airplane, is what I think.
This is why the dinosaurs died, because there was no sun, because a cloud, a
They
canopy,
said-
a single canopy covered the entire sky.
After you jump, mile and a half up, after you jump, they'll provide you with the video and some still shots.
What am I going to, I know what it was like. I know I was in the air. It's not like I question
you
it.
can go stand in this lake with all these sharks and
Yeah.
we'll film it and everything until you get eaten.
How many hits would you get on the website when you wrote about that? Put the video up. Of you
I don't-
screaming and peeing on some Army veteran.
It would be funny, but I would, again, my rule is if I'm going on a plane, I'm going to be on the plane when it lands. Otherwise, I don't get on the plane. That's the scary part to me. If I was drugged and then I woke up and the plane was on fire and it was like Indiana Jones and I had to jump out to survive, that would be different. If we were going into Afghanistan and one of those militants shot the plane and we had to dive out to save, then I would jump out. That's the only way. The plane's going down is the only way I'm jumping out of it. Otherwise, I'm landing on it.
Didn't you have some grand theory that you threw out there like a year ago about how to survive a plane crash?
For like 10 years, I thought.
Wait. Hit that when we come back.
This is a really dumb idea.
Shockingly.
Yeah. Like turn your head and cough type in individual event.
But he sent you where no one else has.
That's true. It's true. It's over quickly. It is over quickly.
Yeah. I've got a funny joke there, but I'm going to leave it alone.
How do you survive an airplane crash?
My theory, everybody has dumb theories that you believe for way too long.
Like when you're in a falling elevator, if you jump, when it hits the bottom, you'll be okay.
I believed for a long time, well through college. I mean, so I was an adult male that, except when I was flying back and forth from college, I would always think, why does somebody just not step off of the plane right before it crashes? Like it was my opinion that if you stepped off the plane, you would be fine.
Like you would step off into a standing position?
Like you would be fine because the plane would crash, but you would step off and be fine. Yeah, at no point would I have ever thought right before a traffic accident, why don't you just dive out of the car?
Yeah.
The reason why it would not work clearly is because you're going like 500 miles an hour. So it's not like you're stepping, like I've hurt myself stepping out of a moving golf cart at like 4 miles an hour. So, and there's probably people out there right now, you're like, yeah, I tore my ACL. Remember we had people call in with all those awful golf cart injuries?
Yeah.
So
My buddy got run over by a golf cart when he was when we were in high school. He was skipping
people
school.
get caught in the wheels or their golf clubs get caught. I mean, sometimes a disaster. So I thought you could just step outside of a plane for like 15 years.
So you were sitting over there at MLK, and Dr. Bass said no.
No, I thought
Can't do
it
it.
well past high school. I thought it all the way through college.
It's interesting.
Oh yeah.
You won't jump out of an airplane. You'd rather just step off.
I thought you could just step out before the crash and you would be fine. And I kept waiting for somebody to survive an accident doing that.
Kind of like, if you see a horse going around, you're on a horse, you just think you could jump off at the last minute.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought that if I was like, in the Tonto movie with Johnny Depp or something. Diving off a horse would clearly be dangerous. And the Lone Ranger, I'm excited to see that movie.
I told you that was coming out like a year ago.